Welcome everyone again. Welcome back. Listen, I'm going to go through the mod hub before I get started. I did this similarly to another playthrough. Can't think of the name of it was now. Backroads County, because I want to get some mods. Have a look at some mods before I get started. I'm looking for a shed also for this map, and I did come across a couple when I was looking in one of my other playthroughs, the Backroads County. I saw some sheds, but I haven't really had a look at them that I thought would suit this. Excuse me, this playthrough. So let's go. I'm ignoring the red exclamation mark at the moment because that's just telling me my map needs to be updated, and I'm not ready to update my map because if I was to update my map, I'd pretty much have to start again. So that's the only reason why I'm not updating this map. Okay, so where are we? Categories. Okay, this must be the... Alright, okay, so we're here now. Sheds. Now what I was looking at before... excuse me, I've got a bit of a croak in my throat today. Where are we? I did see a couple that I'm interested. I'll probably download them, but my only concern is that they're going to be too big. They look fine from here. Material bunker, that's odd being in the shed category. Seems a bit slow to be loading up at the moment. Oh no, it's catching up now. Right, okay, don't mind me flicking up and down. I'm just trying to encourage it to load a bit quicker. Oh, I've just spotted something right I haven't seen. I might end up getting this one. I'm pretty much looking to get something where the where I sold the silo. Mainly how's the harvester. That is definitely a contender. Although it says metal shed for straw. Now whether it's got triggers and... Yeah, okay, maybe I won't get that. That's specifically for straw. I mean, I suppose I could use that as a shed, but it might have triggers on that. Might come back to that one, but I am... that's the kind of thing I'm looking for, something like that. Now... okay, I was looking at this wooden... I think these are really big, these ones. 30,000, 25,000. It's hard to tell, even with these photos, because of the angle the photo's been taken at. I still... oh, this one here. We open that? No, we can't. The picture down the bottom left, that's the smaller size. 20,000, that must be the 20,000 one. Yeah, actually I might download that one because that's pretty much about the size I'm looking at, and I can get in and out from all angles. That wasn't what I was looking for, but you know what, I think that may work. Providing it fits, that'll pretty much work. I'm still going to have a little bit more of a look. There's some nice looking sheds in here. Most of them are too big to be practical for me. Yeah. What have we got here? $4,000. Wow. I mean, that's a great price. And it's a great size. I love it. But I mean, it's just too big. Way too big. I could probably use that in my other map when I develop, you know, when I get another. The other map's so big, I'm probably going to have a second farm set up just so I can have 2 lots of vehicles, so I don't spend all day driving across the map. I can't even find the ones that I found the other day. wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Huh, even this one here might be okay. Small shed. I wonder how small. $10,000. Again, that ideal for storing materials, bales and straw and hay. How about tractors? That could very well be a good size right there. Huh. I might come back to that one. Might just go back to the tropics. I'm sure it wasn't this far down when I was looking for them. Don't mind my quietness. I'm just... Oh, what's this one? I like the look of this too. 20,000. Yeah. Actually, this... If this fits, it still looks a bit big though. But that's a nice... I'm going to get this one. That's pretty much what I'm looking for. But I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be a little bit big. But doesn't mean I can't use it somewhere else. I'm getting that one there as well. Okay. Okay. Back. And just having a quick look. Seeing if there's anything else. What's this? Oh yeah, I did see this one on the when I was doing Backroads County. When I was looking for a shed for that map. I like this map. Sorry, I like this this mod here too. This shed. This one here, in my eyes, has got a cheat on it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's the solar panels. As far as I know, I don't use solar panels, but my understanding of it is if you set it up with the solar panels, it just generates money. Now, you know, sure, in the real world that probably does happen, or at least lowers your costs. But as I mentioned in the other playthrough, I like the shed, and I'll probably download. Actually, I am going to download it, but hopefully there's going to be an option to turn the solar panels off, and it'll just be there for visuals, and I can just use it as a normal shed, because I quite like the simplicity of this shed as well. It looks quite nice. Okay, listen, I think I've got enough. Oh, there's one other thing I want to have a look at, definitely. I'm not sure where I'm going to find it though. It's a Taylor mod. There's a productions mod. Just how do we get back? Previous menu maybe. Maybe up here, categories. Okay, this needs a search button. This really needs a search button, I reckon, for this. Now it's a production, so I've got to find out where productions are listed. Selling point, miscellaneous, production sites. I don't think it's production sites. Actually, I'm clicking on it anyway, just maybe it is. I think this is it, but I don't know what this is. No, that wasn't it. I mean, that's fine, but I did find something specific that looked really, really good. I've just forgotten the name of it. It was something. It looked very simple from the outside. It was something like this olive oil press. Just this, you know, this style building here. But for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. I'll know it when I see it, I'm pretty sure. I'm just... Sawmill. Just go to the top and have a look again. Maybe I missed it. It's a fairly new one too, from memory. Oh, where is it? If I can't find it soon, what I'll do is I'll find where it is outside offline and make a note of where it is. But it shouldn't be too hard to find, I wouldn't have thought. Yeah, something like that, some sort of little building like this is what I'm looking for. This is what it looks like from memory. Then again, my memory's probably not that crash. Where are you? I usually, when I'm looking for mods, I usually go through the website rather than this link with in-game link. I just prefer it because there's search options there, and I find this is just too compartmentalized for me. Too many sub-menus and menus, and I find the simple listing, the way they've got it on the website, for me, suits me as just my preferred way. Wow, and this is a different category again. I'm trying to make this as little as, yeah, something like that. Who knows, maybe that is it. But when I looked on the website, I could walk into the building and it didn't show any signs that you could walk in. Having said that, it probably hasn't got all the photos either. I'll have another look at that one if I can't find it, and then I'll give it I won't bother anymore for a while. So that's that one there. Where was it ticked off? Here. Let's have another look at it. That may be it. If that may be it, I'm going to hold off. Next episode, I'll be a bit more prepared. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Back, maybe previous menu. Previous menu. Okay. Had to press escape to get out of that. I think I was trapped. Career. That's where I'm up to. I'm going to have a bit of a stock take on the farm before I get started, just to find out where I'm up to. I know I did some silage work, or that is, I think I loaded a bunker up full of grass, but from memory I think there's still some. I might have to get a windrow if I can buy a really cheap windrow just to get all the stuff that got blown out. Oh, heaven's sake! Start. Here I am waffling on, and start. I'm going to ignore the update. Yeah, I'm not as prepared as I usually am. I just wanted to try a different avenue today, just by going through the mod hub, and it just sort of threw me a little bit. I'm not ready to buy the tailor shop anyway, but it's one thing that I'm interested in doing, and I will do it. I'll have a look in game and see if there's something that I can do in its place. Alright, I'm just going to have a look at the menus. Let's have a look at the fields first. Where are we? So we've got 1, 2, 41 and 42. It's harvested. Okay, so pretty much I've got a lot of fertilising to do straight up. Okay, well that's one job I'm going to have to pretty much do, so I'll just work out where everything is. I think they're in these sheds here from memory. Yep, I was lucky guess. I wasn't sure which one. How full are we? I think we just got over probably nearly 3/4 of a. I'm going to buy some more, I think. How much have I got? $6,000. Yeah, because I've got a lot of fields to do. Unless I've got a half-filled one at the shop. Okay, that's on. It's been a while since I've little while since I've done a recording on this. I certainly haven't forgotten about it. It's just that for some reason I'm doing another also playthrough called Contractville, and it seems to just be lighting up at the moment. So I did spend a little bit more time doing that, and I'm certainly gonna continue with this, absolutely, because this is the very thing that got my my channel started, and I love it. I'm enjoying the contract build too, or I mean also, but that contract build is just a little bit more popular than the farm sim. So, but I prefer actually playing the farm sim. So we'll see how we go. Now, just want to hop out of here though. Those wipers were sort of hypnotising me a little bit. So we want to get some fertiliser, don't we? Yes. Yeah, maybe. Fertiliser. Just want to confirm it's fertiliser, not lime or anything. I'll just get the one. Perfect. Good. Okay, I've only got the one. Okay. Actually, what I'll do is I'll fill it up, and then because I've got the forks, I'll take it with me, because we've got a fair bit of what do you call it, fertilising to do today, unless it all fits in there. And it did. Huh. Alright, this stuff is pretty economical. I know I could more than likely get another one. It's probably the smarter thing to do. But what I'll do, rather than that, I'll go to the furthest field from the shop. I'm just going to check the map for that. And I'll do that. And then if I need to buy any more fertiliser, 1 and 2 are just opposite the shop. So I'm going to do 41 first and then 42. So that's my game plan at the moment. This won't take long, because this fertiliser, this spreader has got a huge, as you know, you've seen it before, it's got a huge range on it, 42 metres. Honestly, I find that unfathomable, you know, 42 feet, 42 metres, either or, that's just huge. Oh, got that angle all around backwards, didn't I? Now, I just want to confirm everything. I think this is one of my fields here. Yes, 41. Right, okay, so I'll get this one done. Actually, I'm just going to test it to make sure it's taking the fertiliser first. So I'll just see if that took it. No, it didn't. Oh, hang on, maybe. Yes, it did. Okay, cool. That's good. Nothing worse than fertilising a field to realise it's not taking it because it's at the wrong stage. Being at the early stage that it is now, there's probably no reason why it shouldn't. Okay, 3 and B. That looks pretty good, pretty good coverage. I think I'm getting it all. I'll check it anyway on the map. Oh, dill. Pressed the wrong button. So I'm probably going to waste a little bit here, but I need to get it all done. So I need to zoom out a bit. That's probably what I need to do more than anything. You see the range on that? That's huge. It's more than half the field. Right. So what's the time of the day? It's 3 o'clock. Hopefully if I can get a coat of fertiliser on all these 3, and there's no reason why I probably can't. Actually, I'm really not sure what I'm going to be doing after, you know, apart from field prep. But this part of the job won't take long. I'll check the lime levels too on it too, because if they need liming, this will be a perfect time to do it. Put a layer of fertiliser down, put a layer of lime down, and then you can and because the lime goes down, that changes the field state. Then you can put your last load of fertiliser on. I don't have to worry about it. The fields will then be 100% fertilised and limed. But it's all going to come down to if it needs liming. Now, here we go. Because it's so, I don't know if you can see the texture difference, but you know, if I can maybe get a different light, that lighter brown hasn't had any fertiliser, and the darker brown part of the field, that's what I've just done. So you can see I don't need much of a range to get this final strip done, so I'm going to change the, how do I do this? Let's control something, control Z. Bring it down from 42 range to, I'm thinking 18. 18's probably overkill, but I really want to make sure I don't miss anything. So I think I'll stick with 18. See how we go with that. So I know it's going to be overkill, but I'm not worried about it. It's 3 and B. Actually, I'll tell you what, it's not overkill. It's actually, I'm going to up it a little bit. I thought it'd give me more coverage than that. I really did. So I'll make it. So to take, oh, crikey. Let's start again. So I go 36, 30, 21. I go 21. See how that goes. 3 and B. That's probably better. I just don't want to be missing the edges. That's the worst part. I hate when you miss the edges. I know in the scheme of things it probably doesn't represent a lot of you know, huge difference, but you know, you pay for the field, you pay for fertiliser, you pay for the seeds, you pay for everything. So I like to get every last ounce out of my field as possible. I'm really trying my best to get 100% coverage, and I will check it against the map when I finish. See, we've probably done the biggest field, and it's hardly even, you know, the level in the fertiliser is hardly even moved. So although fertiliser is expensive, you do get a lot of coverage with it. Okay, B. Okay, I'm just going to check the map on that. I don't care if I get patches of dark blue, because that's just portions of the fields that wasn't used and it's still retaining its 100% fertiliser. But as long as it's all covered in light blue, that's the important bit. And actually, right down the bottom, looks like there's a little piece missing out of one of the corners. Yep, I'm going to, as small as that is, I'm going to have a look at that. It's not much. It's actually minuscule, actually. But again, I just can't let it go. I can't let it go. Okay, how many hours has this thing done? 23. Yeah. Not bad. Right here on the corner, I think let's just see if it's going to take it. That should have taken it. And it didn't, so okay, it must be just part of the way the map's drawn. I'll leave it. That's good enough. I know I can't make it any better. Right, so where's the other map? The other plot. It's just up here. There it is, that goldy coloured one. That's my other one that I harvested, probably in the last episode or maybe the episode before. I sort of lose track. Okay, I'm just going to crank up the coverage again on the spreader. Put it to max. I know it won't do the whole thing, but you know, it'll do a good portion of it. So sometimes hard to gauge where to start from. Start here. I like to usually go a little bit generous on the edge because I don't like missing the edge. 3 B. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good guess. There's a little bit I'll have to tidy up, but that's more or less pretty sure that's covering everything. You can see the edge, just the way it's ploughed, just creeps to the right. That's why I'm adjusting constantly. Okay, and B. Right, okay. I'm going to tone it down to 30, I think. Actually, I'm just going to go down one lot because I don't want to. I got fooled last time. How far does that go down? That goes. No, I think I'll go 30. Yeah, I'll try 30. Okay. We shall see how this goes. If I have to, I'll stop and adjust, but hopefully I don't have to. No, it looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. As long as I get the edge, I'm happy. I know I've got to adjust the edge on the other side. Yeah, I know you can use the lane assist, whatever they call it, and I do use it occasionally, but these are really small fields. I just don't see the point. But I definitely use it. I use it when I get really big fields. I absolutely use it. Right, okay, that's looking pretty good. There's a couple of patches here I know I've missed. Right, here's one of them, I think. Yeah, actually I think that might be the only one. Square it up a bit. Right here. Yeah, I saw it change. There's another piece I can just see. Surprised it didn't get tagged. Yep. Okay, let's have a look at that. That's looking pretty good. I'm just going to follow that line up just in case I missed anything, but I'm pretty sure after that point I got it all. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm happy with that. Alright, so that didn't take long at all, did it? I'll just check the lime states too while I'm here. Lime. I'll get rid of the fertilizer. Okay, field 41 needs liming. What about the other two? Other 1 and 2, do they need lime? No, okay, so wrong one. Oh yeah, they do. 1, 2 and 41 all need lime. Okay. So I'll fertilise them first. I'll lime them. Am I going in the right direction? I think I am. Where's my coffee? I need a coffee. Coffee's going cold. Yeah, so I'll get all my fields fertilised. Then the 3 that need liming, I'll do that as well. And then hopefully I can put another coat of fertiliser. How are we going now? I just want to put the full stretch again. There we go. Whoa, that red car. Don't know what he was playing at. It's on the wrong side of the road. Nearly caused an accident. So we're at full stretch here. I'm going to be quite generous because I don't want to be touching up the edges all the time. I know this is completely underkill or overkill. Okay, and there's a bit of a curve to the left too, which I'll have to take care of. Be aware of. Okay, so 3. E. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay, that's not my land. I thought that was. Okay. I'll go this way. And again, there's a curve on the right side, so I'll have to take care of that as well. Alright, try that. 3 and B. Oh, okay, yeah, that's overkill, but it's okay. It saves me coming back and doing it twice. I'll tell you what, it feels like it's just starting to miss a little bit. So it's over. I'm straight, it's a field that's crooked. I'm pretty sure. Okay, B. Right, it's just a shape of a. You can see probably not being picked up in the recording, but I can barely see the. Actually, I think that's just about right there. You know, I'll check it against the map and you'll see what I mean. Get the. Yes, field number 2 here. You can see what I've just done, and I'm lined up to do the next. That's pretty easy, that one. Alright, 3 B, I get it all, I think so, yep. This is a pretty easy field to fertilise. Makes a difference. And yeah, I'm still kicking myself at, oh, what a mess I made of that field. But you know, it's going to be part of the playthrough. It's going to remind me. Crikey. Alright, B, let's stop that there. So let's have a look at that. That looks pretty good to me. Yep, I'm happy with that. These fields aren't taking long to do at all. Actually, if I can find something else to do after I give this one a coat on the farm to do, I'll do that rather than just spend all day doing this, because you know I've got a few days to get this done. I don't have to do it all now. So let's see what we can do here. 3 and B. Can't see from the. Maybe I should have turned the HUD off so I could see it better. Oh, what a waste. Well, it wasn't a waste, it just really made it look ugly. Then I suppose you can't have perfect fields all the time. Right, so that's about, that gives me an idea of how far I've got to come in. I want to come in a bit shy of that anyway. No, I can come a bit further on than that. Maybe that. How's that look? I reckon something like that. Right, okay. 3 B. Just straighten it up just so it matches the contour of the other, of the left side. Yeah, we'll get this one done. Come on. Okay, and then there's just a tiny patch down here. I wonder how my bees are going. Honey, I haven't looked into that for a while. Oh, I can't be bothered adjusting it because it's going to get pretty thick at the other end. 3. Just turn it in a bit. Wow. Probably could have planned that a little bit better, but at least I don't have to go running up and tidying everything up. Okay, so actually that's all the field work I'm going to do for this episode, because otherwise it's just going to be really boring. Yeah. Okay, so all the fields, all my fields have got one layer of fertiliser. That'll be enough for this episode in the sense of in the way of fertilising. What I would like to do now is get a windrow and just tidy up this to the left paddock, whatever you want to call it, meadow, plot, field, and I'm not even sure if I can afford one actually, but I'll have a quick look. Then again, I might have some produce to sell anyway if I haven't got enough. I'll just get this thing here back under cover. Actually, I might just put it in here. Feeling a bit lazy. As long as it's under cover, I suppose, doesn't really matter. It'll fit. It's not going to be a problem. Cute. Okay. Okay, so we've got 3 lettuces we can sell if need be. What else we got? We've got a stack of honey. What about some wool and eggs? So we've got a lot of stuff to sell now. I must have top off here. They go right in, did it? Wow. That was close. Oh, boy. Right. Now I want egg. Oh, good on you. Just click the wrong button again. Okay, what do we got here? We got almost a full pallet. Seems odd. It's only one crate of eggs. It's saying, oh no, what was I looking at? I was looking at the food. Yeah, that seemed odd. Okay, we got about 1/10 of a pallet. That looks more like it. Right, let's have a look at ploughs. Let's look at some, no, windrows I want. I'm going to go for that. Soil, no. Seeding. Here we go, windrows. They look like them down here. 5,000, how much have I got? 9,000. Wow. Oh, well, I mean, this is only 5,000, and it's probably all I really need. So, yeah, what I'll do is I'll go sell some lettuce. That's what I'll do. Actually, what's the price of lettuce? I'll have a look. I'll see if I can be a bit smart about it. Lettuce must be in here, I think. Lettuce. Okay, 3,000. Yeah, that's probably enough. It's not the greatest price, but it's not the worst either. Okay, so right, I get some food to. It's 5 o'clock. Bluey 2's been fed already, so but I'll give him a feed just before I finish the today's shift. Where are we? Well, I'm not getting my lights so I can barely see. That's better. They really have improved the lights, I've noticed, in FS25 opposed to some of the other ones. I mean, the lights have always been there, but I've always sometimes found it even easier to see without the lights when it gets dark. But I'm finding the lights really have been improved massively. Okay, so they're already squished up. Okay, that makes it easy for me. I'll just come in tight around here. I'll straighten her up in a second. Oh, the door's in the way. That's great. I'll do it that way. Alright, that'll do it. And then I can straighten it. Of course, my load moves at the last minute. Okay, just drop it here. That'll do it, and is that too wide? Maybe that's just enough. That's it, that's what I want to do. Right, now let's just have a look at the best place to go. What's that? That's the train station, not going to bother with that. What's that? That's probably the go-to. Let's tag it. I think it's left and then left again from memory. If I go out this way. Let's dodge this chicken. It has to be anyway, doesn't it? Every single one. Got 3 of them. That one's not too bad. Right, let's hop in here. Now. Yeah, I think it's left and left again. Okay, that's not far away, that's good. Okay. Where are we up to? Yeah. I don't want to fling everything off here. You know, although this map isn't generating a hell of a lot of views, I really am enjoying it. I really love this map. And I'm not just saying that. I really am enjoying it. It's a really good map. And at a later stage I might even come play it again, because it's had some significant upgrades in the update. I haven't even seen the update, but I've read some of the things. It's got some new productions, and I think an extended cow barn or something maybe. Right, I'm just going to have a quick look. You know, knowing my luck, it's probably going to be actually, what's the time? The shop will be shut, won't it? Yes, and then I would have had to pay money on it for the night. So I'm going to go back to the farm and go back to the farm, sleep, then I'll go back and purchase the Wind Rover. Because even if I get it now, I can't use. Well, I suppose I could use it, but it's pretty unrealistic to use it now. I'll just check the lettuce too, the greenhouses productions. What are they going? I'm going to have to fill them up tomorrow. I mean, they're fine, but they are really starting to get low. Okay, so that's $7,000. That's given me a bit of money. I suppose if I was smart, I could have always waited till tomorrow and probably got a better price, but I don't think it'll be that much better. Okay, let's hop out. What's the time? Yeah, you can have an early night tonight. He's worked hard. Our 6 o'clock start. Actually, make it 6:30 because the shop won't be open. So you can have a little bit of a sleep in. By the time I get there, the shop should be just about ready to be opened. Oh, that coffee's so nice. I'm really sport when it comes to the coffee, I'll tell you. I love it. Okay, let's go. Where's my cabin view? Okay. So we're going to go down to the shop. And that's a nice effect with the fog in the distance. I love that. Yeah, so what's the time? 33. I suppose I could have slept till 7. Where's the entrance? It's just coming up here, I think. It's still locked out. Yeah. Alright. Just going to park it here. Turn it off. I just want to have a quick look at the poplar field while we're doing this. While we're waiting. I like to visit at least once a day, once a season. Just noticing a couple of light blue patches. I don't think I'm going to bother with that because after my first harvest, I'm going to fill in a lot of gaps that I won't say I missed, because it's just the way it works. Because I'm getting quite familiar with poplar, the way it works when you're seeding it, and yeah, especially when you muck around with the spacing margins on it, and I've certainly done that a fair bit. It's interesting. I also got a little weed there too. Okay, right at the edge. Maybe it's just what's happened. I'd say is it's been ploughed, but no poplar's been planted, and obviously the weed's just popped its head through. Okay, now I'm just trying to work out how to get there. If I go here, visit. Visit. I had a feeling I could have just visited from the. Okay, it's that way. Now, can I get out of here? Oh, that's the other thing I've got to have a look at. There's those sheds. Can I jump this fence? No, I can't. Oh boy. Actually, I wonder if I can just transfer over. Oh, great. That's the last thing I wanted to do. Sorry, folks. I have a great habit of hitting the wrong key. This is what I wanted to see. Okay, this is what I wanted. Like, for instance, this part here. I'll be filling this in. Well, it makes a nice little path for me. Yep. As you can see there, I think the poplar has grown a little bit. Yeah. Definitely grown a little bit. And I've just done it again. And mind you, I don't need to. I just want to check the map on it. The growth on it. Right, okay, so we zoom in here. You can see the bottom half of this this field. that's going to be ready before the top half, because there was a day between them. I did the first day there, and the second day after I planted the top half. But we've still got a fair bit to go actually before it actually happens. What's the time? 10 minutes. Okay, I might just also muck around with the menus and just check up on everybody, make sure everyone's got some food. Chickens, I'll give them more food, but they're fine. Sheep, total capacity. Bit confused about the way it says total capacity. Effectiveness. I know another what do you call them, barns, and other versions have had, like, you can put grass and hay and I think even some TMR to get different levels, different effectiveness. I think what's happened is they've just kept that total there, and they've only just added grass, so no matter what you put the grass in, it'll mirror the total capacity. So these two figures will be the same, 64741, and it will be the same as the grass. So we've got that. Come on, I'm really starting to get anxious. I suppose I can buy it while I'm waiting. Yep. So is this one here? I can't change anything, can I? Faro. Oh, this is the branding. Be good if I could have a custom colours. I really wish there were those options. Looks like a strange setup. Just trying to work out, excuse me, how it works. Obviously it's got to be unloaded. Okay, I think the wings go out and then push it up against this plate here. I think that's the way it works. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's get our purchase. Did I buy it after all that? I might not have even bought it. I don't think I bought it. Where are we? No, I'll buy it now. After all that. Buy, where's the buy button? I'm not going to bother having yellow. It looks just like, I mean, red's bright enough. I don't need to make it brighter than what it is. Where is it? I did buy it. The money's gone down. I just can't see it. Oh, there it is. It's coming to view now. Now where do I pick it up? There's a PDO, so there's a nice size shed there too. Right. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Let's go, Bronico. Okay, I'll just put all the lights on, I think. Okay, alright. Now about the other side. I knew where it was, I just wasn't sure how close I was to it, if that makes sense. See, the grass has already started growing again. So I'm wondering how effective this windrow is actually going to be now. Happens not unloading, unfolding. Maybe it doesn't have to unfold. B. Wow, okay. I've never used this one, just trying to get my head around the way it works. I thought it might have unfolded. So, hang on. B, right. I'm not sure if it's, oh man, I'm not sure if I've made a mistake or not. I might just go up and down because I might lose the track where I've been, if that makes sense. Okay, B, just memorise that spot. Whoa, it'll start a little bit. Maybe just come back here a bit. What about here? V3. I can't see this. Oh yeah, now I can. Now I can sort of. I can only just see it. Maybe I should wait till the sun comes out. Yep. That's the other thing. There's not a lot of grass on the field too. Is the other thing. Okay. So. Yeah. I'm going to put these forks up. Why isn't that moving? That's better. Right. I did make a note there was a slumber of a bit of grass here as a marker. It's about here, I think. Maybe a little bit in. Can't wait for the sun to come out so I can see what I'm doing. Well, let's try that. 3. This ideally should be done straight after harvest, but I had that much on my plate and I had to let it slide, so I guess I'm paying for it now. But thankfully I can just I can't see it at first, but once it starts piling it up, I sort of can see it. Hoping you can see it too, and if you can't, it's probably just maybe when the sun comes out you'll be able to see it. I'm not going to do headlands because I just fear that I'm just going to lose the line, because it really is that hard to see. Okay, let's put that back on the mark. Right, it's already down, so be curious to know how much extra grass I can get out of this, you know, because it was blown away from the wind's obviously just blown it away. Because I left it. I mean, I windrowed it once and I picked it all up, but I think I was a day late before I picked it up, so a lot of it just got blown all over the place, and that's what I'm picking up now. Come on, son. Oh boy. 3. You can sort of see. I think I'm going to get a decent swath next time, so I can see a bit of a. As long as I can line it up properly. I might be a bit out with this one because I just couldn't see anything, but thankfully I think I can see the line now. Where is it? I say that. Come on, let's get around. Where is it? Is that the swath? There's a swath there, but I'm not sure if that's it. Or is that a swath? I'm going to go with this one because this one's, I think it's this one here. If it suddenly starts getting bigger, I know I'm right. Yeah, maybe it wasn't all right. I'm a bit crooked, I'm just sort of following the swath that's down there. Right, okay, wish I could put a mark there. I'm not going to clear that hard. I know you can do it, I am really. Well, I can see a big swath here, so I might just go straight over this one, I think. Because I'm really struggling to see anything. 3. That's down, so yeah, I'll just swath it up here. Now I can definitely see a line coming through that. I think I'm bang on actually. Maybe not bang on, but I think I'm a lot closer than I thought I was going to be. be a lot easier if you saw the lines, because then you could absolutely, you know, you wouldn't be doubling up on any of your rows. Come on. Okay, I can see a road. I can see a road in the difference, in the distance. I can see a row in the distance. Why the hell couldn't I say that? Okay, we're getting there. Okay. I think it was somewhere around here. Okay. Yeah, actually, we'll just go here a bit. V3. Yeah, I think I'm making some progress now. Yeah, hello sunshine. Now someone's turned the lights on for me. This will start to make it easier to see. I haven't been that off, it's been pretty good. I was probably doubling up a bit earlier when I first started it, just trying to get used to it. Well, not so much getting used to it, I know how these things work, but I'm trying to get my eye in to see where the grass was. That was the biggest part, the biggest problem I had. Right, so there's the line right there. A bit. V3 come out a bit. Whoa. Got a bit crooked then. That's okay. Yeah. Let's get everything lined up here. Right there. Yeah, I can see the swaths now, no problems. I'm just wondering, did I actually have a? I thought I bought a windrow now, unless I sold it. I just at the start of this episode, I might have made a bit of a blue here. I already have a windrow, unless I sold it for some whatever reason. Wow, I hope I didn't. Well, I mean, I hope I didn't. Patch here I can go down after. It's down, isn't it? Yep. I wonder. I don't want to go through it now. I'm not getting a lot of. Although I can see a lot of grass in the distance on the other side. The grass had really thinned off, I've noticed. That was crooked as heck, that one. But only because I was chasing the grass was crooked, so it's like a road. The road goes around a bend, you got to go around the bend with it. Ah, man. I'm just looking. There's a big chunk here. I might see if I can just get this in one hit. V3. I'm not going to be too fanatical now. I'm just going after the stuff that I really can see. As you can see, it's pouring it out of here. There may be a stripe to the right of me. I'll come down that. I'll see if I can get that done. Yeah. somewhat straight. Okay. V. Get out of my hand. Let's see if you got my first time. We'll just go off centre here. Nope, wrong one. V. And follow that line down. I think there was some. Haven't come across it yet. I thought I saw it before. I'll go here now. There we are. I can sort of see it now. Getting patches of it. I might just do one more run and call it at that, because it really is starting to thin out now. It's hardly going to be worth it. Won't be worth the petrol to round it up. I'm just going to have a flyby here. Okay, there's a bit of a stripe here I can go on. This is pretty significant here. So I'll get this one here. Okay, that'll do. 3, it's down. Okay, I'll do this. I might even go down again just here, because it was pretty thick here. That'll do. Yeah. It was pretty thin at the top, but pretty thin at the top, but pretty thick down here. Don't know why, but it was. Right. 3. Yeah, so I'm hardly getting anything at all now. Alright, I'm going to call that here. That's going to be enough. B. There's nothing to fold up here. So I'm actually really curious if I've already got a windrow. I know I've bought one in the past, but in my head I had to go and buy one, so I must have sold it. Can I get up a bit more? There's no X, is there? Okay, sort of might have folded up a bit better. There's a plough I can see. I must have sold it, that's why okay. I don't know for sure, but I think I may have sold it. I'll just put this over here for the time being. It'll fit, that'll do. Just get it out of the way. Quit. Now, where's it? Oh, so I've got some sort of forage wagon, I think, haven't I? Where do I put it? Yeah, I'm sure I've got a forage wagon, as I'm confusing with the other game. Oh boy. Yeah, I've collected the silage. I'm just talking to myself, folks, don't worry, I'm slowly losing the plot here. I'm thinking between 2 different playthroughs at the moment. I'm looking for the Strutsman. Must be out in the field somewhere. I'll just see if I can track it down. Strutsman. Tag it. Where is it? It must be in a field somewhere, I think. Cell, view on map. Yeah. Okay. I must have missed it, right. Okay. No worries. It's just basically where I came from. Okay. Cool. 3. There it is. I knew that. I'm not going to lie, confused the heck out of me. Alright, at least we've got some swaps to pick up. I'll try and make a mental note of how much extra I'm getting. I hope it's been worth it. There we go. Right. Let's see. Just gonna see if I can. What is the first one. Is it on there? Okay, it's this one. Right, BB3. This will be easier anyway. At least I can see it. So what's it? Say 7,600. If I can make it to... Actually, it's actually doing a pretty good job. I mean, it's picking up a lot more grass than I expected. Let's try to work out a good starting point. Nice, definitely picking it up. I'll tell you what, although I really struggled to see the swaths, just shows you how much was out there. It was actually quite a fair bit. I thought it was quite underwhelming when I was doing it, but now that the sun's up and I'm picking the grass up and I can see the swaths, I'm quite impressed. A little bit. Okay, there's another swath there. I mean, what's the grass? Well, if we end up filling up this, getting a full load, I'll be pretty impressed. Well, you know, actually, I'm already impressed, but, you know, I didn't expect to get this much grass just from a bit of wind, you know, what do you call it? The wind had blown it over, just blew the crest of the swaths all over the place, and now I've picked it all up, and it's proven to be a pretty substantial amount considering how much it really was. You know, I was joking about filling up this trailer, but you know, the bets are on now. Maybe it will, especially with swaths like this. Look at it go, up to 80% already. Wow. Okay, can't argue with that, can you? Where's the swaths around here? Okay, it was pretty. There wasn't a lot of grass up at this end, but a lot of it down the bottom I noticed. Not sure why, but how are we going? Yes, look, 87% now. I still swaths on. Crikey. I'm not sure if I'm going. If I fill it, I'm not sure if I'm going to go back for it because I am going to fill this thing. You know that? No doubt. Maybe even on this one row I might end up filling it, and I will end up filling it. In fact, I filled it already. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to bother getting that little bit left because this grass is, you know, one more day and I won't be able to see it even. Okay, still, what I'll do now is I'll empty this and then I'll start smashing up the grass and see if we can get a cover on it. It's only 9 o'clock. And I'll look at the sheds too. That's the other thing I wanted to do. Yep, that's what I'll do. I'll get the silage done first. I really hope I can get a shed put in. Must be Sunday. There's not a lot of traffic around, I've noticed today. Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. Wow, those lettuces really can't. I'm just going to give. Hey boy! Hey boy, you got a wet nose. You must be hungry. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Bluey. There you go. You can get out of my way. Right, okay. Yeah, of course chicken's got to be smack bang right in front of the silo. There is definitely an equation going on here. I say it every time now. Okay, let's just... Okay, stop. Just get rid of this. So I can see what I'm doing. take it up to the end. Go right down the middle of the other two piles. Make a little bit of Control I. Jump. Alright, I don't even know how much I got in the silo. Okay, I might just put this over here. Actually, probably wasn't a good idea. That's exactly where I planned to put the shed. I'll probably have to move it as soon as I finish this. Right, let's see if we can get the tractor pulled. Right, just before I start, see if I can find out how much is in there. Let's have a look. It'll tell me. Forgotten. Oh yeah, there it is. I think I saw it. 69,000. Okay. Okay. It's nothing to be sneezed at. Certainly nothing to be sneezed at. The question is though, how much is it going to drop when I squash it all up? Maybe 65,000. Okay, I'm looking at the the fertilizer. That's a pretty heavy unit. 3%. Have to get to 100% if people haven't done this before. I remember when I played 25, FS, I think 19, I think it was. I was playing Spectacle Island, and I had a huge pit for the side. I mean, I used to get. I've forgotten how much it was, but like I had a full-on 2 semi-trailers loads of grass at a time, and it used to take me like 20 minutes to squash it down, 20 minutes of real time to squash it down, and it ended up getting a what do you call it, like a conveyor belt thing that picks it up from the ground. I used to use a conveyor belt to load silage. That's how big it was. It was huge. I prefer these ones to the drive-in, drive-out ones because I find there's just too much spillage. I mean, yeah, sure, so, many times I've used the drive-in, drive-out, especially when I'm doing a complete survival. You really haven't got a choice but to start off on those. But if you're going to go down silage, you're better off ultimately getting bunkers like this and even bigger ones, but enclosed ones. They're just easier to manage, I find. But for starting out, yeah, absolutely, you can get the little bunkers that are made from tyres, and you just drive in, drive out, cheap as chips. Good way of getting a bit of early money happening. But you can see the way the grass is slowly creeping up to the front of this bunker, and that's what it does. You can get like grader attachments to push it all back, but unless it's becoming a problem, I don't bother. Or if you've got a bucket, on your forklift, sometimes you can do that. That's easy enough to do it. I've done that before, especially when you're really cramming the grass in. This is hardly full, but it's a good size for me, but it's hardly full, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. I'll start concentrating on the back a bit now. Squash it around there. There's a bit of room I can squash. What are we up to? 20% yet? Oh yeah, 21%. There we go. Already 1/5 there. Get this done. Actually, I'm not going to bother with the shed this episode. It's just going to be too much muck around. I've got to move all the stuff, and offline I'm going to have a look for another size shed anyway. I mean, I'm happy I've got the ones. I'll probably still use the ones that I've got, even if they're bigger. But if they don't fit here, I'll be using them elsewhere. I thought I did see one that might fit the bill. I couldn't find it today, so I'll see if I can find it offline. I'll go back to the website and find it from the website, and then I'll track it down in game. What are we up to now? See, I have got the gift of the gab, all this yakking on, and Rory, 30% finished this silo. This is going to be worth some good money. What I'll do when it's ready, I think I'll just load it into the silo. And that way I can just load the trailer instead of, depends though. I mean, if the money's really, really good, it's got to be sold straight away. Well, then I guess I will just load the trailer up with I'll get a bucket and load it with the tractor. But if it's not time to sell when it's ready, I'll just load it up into the silo, and that way when it gets its best price, it's just quick and easy. Drive under it, fill it up, and sell it. Eventually I will get a bigger bunker, probably be off this farm, not on this farm because there's not a lot of room on this farm left, and I'll get into cows, so that'll happen for sure. With all the amount of fields around the place, I'll be crazy not to, but for that to happen I'm going to need a much bigger pit. Either that or I'll just go down and get bales, you know, a silage baler, grass baler, something that puts bags around them, wraps them up into plastic, and there's some rot in the plastic a little bit. Probably up to halfway just about. Oh, crikey, yeah, we're doing. The last thing I want to do is having it leaching outside the front of this, because if it gets pushed outside the bunker, it just remains a chaff. I mean, you can always pick it up later and stick it in. So I'm tending to keep away from the edges at the moment and concentrating on the back end of this bunker. That's why I'm only going a little bit at a time up the front. This interesting little spot here in the back doesn't seem to be interested in. I'm not sure, maybe there's a collision there or something. Maybe it's got something to do with the chicken house. I'll try and make it squish into it. Maybe it's just me, but it's pretty straight, hasn't moved at all. Must have something to do with the chicken house, I reckon. What are we up to now? 50%. Okay, so it's at 59%. 50%. Yeah, the more you squish it, the quicker it goes up. You can get weights and... Hey, that's an idea. I've got a weight around here, haven't I? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab a weight. The weight... So I don't drag it out, the grass out here. Okay. Yeah, I've got a weight right here. Perfect spot. Right. Okay. Wow. Now it should start to. Yeah, I want to back it in. I should see if I can spin it around a bit. I can really feel it digging in. 57. Now, yeah, this is going to speed it up a bit. Just going to go back and forward a few times. 59. Slow down. Right. 60. 61. 62. You get the really big ones. You can just basically do donuts in the middle of it and watch it. It's always fun, but this thing's way too small for that. It's big enough, it's a nice size. You can see down here, almost clipping through the wall here, but where the chicken is, if you can focus there, where the chicken was, that's the chaff leaching through the walls. So I don't know why it does that. It's always sort of done that. Oh, I didn't worry about that. That's my exit when I get out of here. That's why I'm leaving that spot alone. I don't want to suddenly drag it all out as I'm exiting the side of the bunker. Silage bunker. Yeah, so it's all going on now. So how much have I got now? Okay, I haven't lost that much actually. I thought I would have lost more than that. Still 59,000. I've lost a bit, but you know, it's only a very little bit. We're almost 70% now. We are 70%. Okay, cool. That's great. Haven't got long to go now. We got the weight. 72. Oh my gosh. That was a spot I sort of missed. So we're going to get it this time. Yeah, that's excellent. 74. Sort of pushed it all out of the silo as well. $76. What's the time of the day? It's 18 o'clock. It's going to be lunchtime before I get it finished though. 80% nearly. 80, 79. Now 80. Yep. Okay, I've only got 20% to go. We're done. We'll finish the silage. It'll be done. Then I can take my time. I just really hope it doesn't go flying out as I leave the bunker. I've tried to leave a bit of a space up the front on the left, because it will push it. But if it can remain in, it'll it'll still count. Get out of there. I wonder if the cover's going to go over these chickens. Never thought about that. Alright, I'm 86, we'll be into the 90s soon. Almost done, folks, almost done. Almost done. Get out of there. What are we up to now? 88. These chickens aren't shy of machinery, that's for sure. Oh, we got 69. It's hardly moved at all, actually. The quantity. It's still 69. Like last time I checked, it was 69,126. And usually it does diminish. Okay, only 6% to go. Probably even less than that. Yep, 5% to go. That's great. We'll be done soon. 96, 97. Cool. 8, almost there, folks. Almost there. 99. I'll come back. I'll be leaving. This is my final pass. We'll be up there by the time we get to the exit, hopefully. 100. Okay. So now I got to get out without pushing all of that. Pushing the grass out of here. Oh, you see it all creeped up? Okay. Right, let's see if we can get a cover on this now. I'll just check the 69,126. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Do you really want to blanket the silo? Yes, I do. Why wouldn't I? Look at that. We are blanketed up. Oh, that's interesting. That's why I haven't lost any. This is new. Look at all this. This is why it wasn't going down. It was being pushed out, but it's still counting. I mean, we've got to cover. We've got to cover here. So I'm tipping once it's ready, you're going to get piles of silage here, piles of silage here. Right. What I better do maybe next episode is just run the strutsman over here just so I can pick up any chaff that's left behind, so it doesn't get confused with the mix with the silo when it's ready, with the silage when it's ready. Rightio. Is that still going? It's still going. Lights off, engine off. Okay, folks, I'm going to call it here for that episode. This one. As you can see, the episodes are starting to get busier. I've got some serious amount of lettuce will be, piling up pretty soon. Next episode, I'll have to fill up these tanks of water, the greenhouses. Note to self. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, they're really getting down now. Wow. In fact, that'll actually have to be a priority. Next episode, what I might do actually what I will do is I'll get rid of this weight and I'll put the water tanker on straight away. That way I'll know I've got to fill it up as soon as I start the episode. That's an idea for you. I doubt there's any water in them, but if I have the tanker attached as I start the episode, I'll know. It'll, you know, of course I'll say, well, I better check to see the levels, and then I'll realise it has to be done. This what do you call it? Sheds are way too small. Alright, okay, everything else is looking pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy with this today. Nothing really out of the ordinary. I was hoping to get the shed in, but I feel like I've just run out of time, and there's a lot of other little jobs that need to be done, so I'll save that for next episode. And I'm just going to bring this out. That all reminds me straight away. Okay folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for your continual viewing. Hope to see you again next episode. Bye for now.